Guys, what is going on? Okay, it's crazy that I'm just holding my phone right now. This is literally the first ever vlog for Revel. Like literally, guys, this is the start of the Revel brand. And you know what? I just picked up my phone right now. I just realized, wait, I haven't made a YouTube video right now. And this is literally one of the most exciting things that I think I'm ever gonna get to build in my life. I've really just realized that, my personal brand for me has been something where I've just been fighting because I'm just like, I feel like I need to step into a bit of a position where I can actually sell things, but I just feel like it would take away from me sharing my true message, So at this time, right now, I've just realized like I need to have a brand. This brand is very much so built here to sell people things, to educate people things, to provide value in the market space. But my personal brand is just there for me to be me and to share the message that I'm wanting to share with this world. And so in terms of this brand, right? So this is going to be a place for me to work, okay? Like I'm working on this brand. So right now, this is just my thought process. I've started a YouTube channel for this Revel brand. And yeah, guys, I've got so many different plans for the future. We've currently are running a private community for Christian entrepreneurs where we are literally helping people. We're busy getting testimonials at the moment that we're going to be sharing across like short form and stuff on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and we're going to be trying to grow those brands quite hugely. But I just think that there needs to be a place where I can actually just document behind the scenes, and just talk to you guys about what is really going on, right? So right now, guys, my focus is very much so to start this brand with the people. There's been some products that I've been looking at to start. I want to get into health and look like basically self-care, health and self-care. But yeah, we wanted to get into self-care pretty soon. But I've just felt like a bit confused because I've been trying to do that and I've been building up a lot of hype around this. I've got a Keratin Curl Repair Milk. We haven't kind of confirmed the name just yet, but that's kind of the name that's sticking at the moment. And just like build a brand where we actually focus on helping people live a wealthier lifestyle, because I know for myself, I have generally battled with like actually feeling like I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. I feel confused. I felt like giving up. I felt frustrated. I felt isolated. And so like I just feel like this brand is very much so something that I'm very much so going to be working on in myself, because I'm by no means perfect. There's still issues that I'm dealing with, and I just want to kind of go on this journey, and this is what this brand's about. It's just about going on this journey of life, and actually discovering what it truly means to be wealthy. Because I don't think it's about money. I don't think that that's what we're looking for. We're going to help people make money because it's an important part of living, I believe, a truly wealthy lifestyle. But in this community, in this private community, and I'll explain what I'm thinking, we are going to be spending time, and I'm going to be spending a lot of my personal time with people in this community to actually try and help people succeed and overcome a lot of issues and a lot of problems and find clarity in, the reality that we are actually already saved. And Jesus has paid the final price and everything. So yeah, guys, just to show you guys, I'm currently in my apartment here. We just vibing out. I'm very, very blessed. I'm very, very grateful. Just kind of been out here doing a bit of thingy. And yeah, we've got a slight bit of an ocean view here. Show you guys here. So cool to just be vlogging again. Wait, let me see. Is that the ocean? Yes, it is. That's our ocean view at the moment. So yeah, guys, so we're going to be growing and we're going to be learning a lot of different things. I might have to just put my phone on charge. But yeah, guys, like I'm really excited for this journey, because I just really believe that this is something that God has really put on my heart. So in terms of me doing this, right, because this has generally been something, just going to put my phone on charge here. Again, this is going to be a very raw journey. And I'm excited to take you guys along the road and with me on this journey. But literally, guys, like I've been thinking so much to myself, like, how do I do this I've been trying to think, guys, because obviously I do need to earn from it, and I want this to be like my focus. I want to focus on building this brand. Obviously, I'm still working as a content creator. I've got some other agencies and some businesses that I'm running on the back end. A lot of people do know me for real estate, but I'm even putting that on hold right now to build this brand, because this brand could expand into real estate later down the road. And yeah, again, I just feel like I need to just grow and help people. So basically, and share what I believe I've found in God. You know, because there's wealth within me that I really just believe is not from me. It's generally was, and I feel it when I speak to just other Christian people. You know, they've got it within them too. It's not something that I just have. It's a thing that Christian people just have. And you know, I feel like it's on my heart to just try and help people that are wanting to figure out specifically their work. Like, what do they want to do with their life? What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? Maybe they've got goals and aspirations and dreams. And I just want to help people achieve it, you know, but at the same time, not lose sight of who they actually are, you know, because I think that was a thing for me. Like, just to share a bit of my story, I used to live in my dad's garage. I was 17. I don't come from a wealthy family, I would say. I come from a very middle-class family. I'm very blessed, very grateful for everything that I have in life. But yeah, I had a conversation with my father, and like, it was, he wasn't going to be able to pay for my university, right? And at that time, I wanted to get into architecture and stuff. In my matric year, I was like 17, turning 18. And I literally was like, nah, like, this is not for me. And I remember starting out, I used to play Grand Theft Auto, which is kind of crazy. Like, we're talking about Grand Theft Auto here in kind of a Christian-based brand. But you know what? It's part of life, okay? So I literally used to play games, and I love the idea of having stock. Like, it always made me so happy. And it's crazy that this brand is now starting, because I'm hopefully going to own stock of a whole bunch of stuff in the future. And it's having like a full circle moment actually in my mind right now. But anyway, I basically was like, okay, I need to get stock, because in my mind, I had 800 Rand. And I remember putting that 800 Rand, literally, that was all the money I had after Christmas, after getting some money from my uncle and my aunts and my mom and this and that. I had 800 Rand, and I put that on my bed. And literally that year, I started buying and selling guitars. I started doing Xboxes. I started doing all of these amazing things. And it literally just led me to growing, like in matric, turning 800 Rand, buying low, selling high on Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, to about 20 to 30K. I can't remember the exact amounts, because I threw a lot of money at different stuff. I tried trading. I tried doing e-com. I tried doing all of these different things. I tried flipping quick trading. I tried all of these things. But I realized that with all of those things, there was no real substance to it. It was something that I was always going to have to just work and do and do and do and do. And I always knew that that wasn't really what I wanted to get into, until I discovered, like, obviously I discovered a love for buying and selling things. And basically I decided that I'm going to buy and sell cars. That was my idea, because I was like, okay, I need to get like maybe 40K. Then I buy a car for like 40K, and then try and like do a bit of things on it, clean it up nicely, and then relist it basically in a similar condition, just more clean, maybe do some minor touch-ups, and then sell it for like 60K, make 20K, just keep on going like that, build up money. But then I realized, you know, I'm kind of not very much so a car guy. And so I think that's where I was like, okay, no, I can't do that. Then I discovered real estate. Anyway, long story short, because I'm dragging this out too much here, I basically ended up discovering real estate and found out that you basically need to find listings and sell them. Again, I decided to, my dad basically, going back to the story, he helped me buy my first car, which was my Opel Corsa Gamma. And it was the start of something. And I said to my dad, look, I'm going to go out and I'm going to clap it. My dad trusted me now because I'd earned his trust, because he was like, Matt, you know what, you've learned a very valuable lesson. You've learned to buy low and sell high. So I went into real estate, and guess what? I was the first intern out of literally 30 to 35 agents, all the way up to age 70, had a lot of experience in life, all of these things. I was the first agent to sell a house. Sold my first house for 1.5 million Rand. Saw about 40 to 50K come into my account in one go from one single sale. And I was like, holy frick, Okay, like this is it. Like, anyway, did a couple rentals, did some referrals that year, and ended the year like making, I don't know, like 100,000, maybe 120,000. So on average, like I was doing probably, well, making on average supposedly like 10,000 Rand per month, which is not bad for an 18/19-year-old fresh out of high school. And then I ended up going into the next year, and now I clapped a lot of sales and stuff. But on this journey, I discovered before I made my first sale, guys, and this is so powerful, I realized, because I tried for 5 months, it took me 5 months to sell my first house. And 5 months is actually a good amount of time, to be honest with you, because real estate's a very difficult game to get into as an 18-year-old. And like, I generally still see it as a bit of a miracle that I was able to have all the knowledge and, you know, was able to do that and have the confidence to do all of the stuff that I did. But basically, I literally ended up realizing that I can't do it. I tried everything. Like 5 months, guys, you must remember, that's a long time for a little 18-year-old. Like, that was a very, very long time. And I remember getting to a point where I was like, you know what, Lord, I have to just give up power. Like, I need to just give you the power. And I basically just said, Lord, this is not me. This is all you. And I just remember having a moment where I was so frustrated because I was like, damn, like taking a risk here. You know, like I'm not studying, like O's are in university now. And here I am, and I'm watching all of these people. They're finishing their first couple months or whatever of thingy. They're getting going. They like in community, and I'm just by myself, isolated, and trying to make this thing happen. You know, obviously I've got work colleagues and stuff, but still felt very isolated because a lot of my colleagues were a lot older. And like low key, I remember just being in a really hectic mind space, and I basically said, Lord, like, you need to take over here because I can't do this. And I promise you, literally, the first sale came like this, boom. And then I felt, this I don't know how to explain it, but just this peace that God was just going to look after me. And it's just like, I promise you guys, this peace is very much so what this brand's about. It's a wealth within. I realized that I actually had everything I needed, you know, at a very young age. I realized that God was there. God's promised us that he's always going to provide for me. So me actually starting my own business isn't even risky anymore. In the world's eyes, it's risky. But in my eyes, as a Christian, it's not risky anymore. And so I've gone forward. The next year, age 19, turned 20, I made over R1 million. I got into social media, I grew my followers, I started making money online, I started actually coaching people, I started sharing more real estate content and helping other people start to make sales in real estate, started encouraging other people to get into social media, and started growing their accounts to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 followers. And like all of this stuff came, and I was just doing it. I was just spreading this goodwill, and it was just amazing. You're like just being able to help people and just be myself, you know. And literally, like, I just remember that changed my life, because now I literally started earning. I remember having a month where I saw over 200,000 Rand come into my accounts, like from everything that I was doing and from the sales and from social media and all of this stuff. And I was literally just like, what the frick? Like, this is actually pretty insane. And so, yeah, guys, basically, long story short, I came to Cape Town. I did a bit of real estate on the Atlantic seaboard, and I've just felt this pulling away a bit. At the moment, I love real estate, but I have felt a little bit like I've drifted from being just this real estate guy into more of someone that's like wanting to talk more about God. Like, I want to talk about God and business, you know, and I'm wanting to help people. So going back to this brand, guys, this brand and this content, you guys, I would really recommend that you drop a follow, because I'm just going to educate. Like, low key, you can, if you want to, you can join the paid community. At this current moment, it's about 800 Rand per month to join our private community, where you get access to talking to me. We can talk about your actual problems. It's like a membership thing, like a club that you basically join. And so if at this current moment, again, the price is probably going to go up as things go and grow and all of that stuff. But yeah, at the moment, it's 800 Rand per month for people to join. And literally, what is it going to say? This page, all of this pages on my social media, on all of them, on my TikTok, on my Instagram, on my YouTube, even this YouTube channel, my whole goal is just to document and to actually just share value, you know, because that's, in my mind, I think it's the best way, like, again, not being weird, being very open here. It's the best way to market. Like, I want people to join my membership. I want to be able to be hands-on with people. But at the same time, I also want to help people that don't have the money or aren't confident enough to be like, okay, let me invest some money. Again, I don't think it's a lot of money, so I would still recommend you guys join the circle and just see what it's about and stuff like that. Even if it's a month where you can answer, maybe get together some questions that you are just confused with. Maybe you're battling with like God and business and you don't know how to put them together and actually have this new vision where you just have clarity. Because I know for me that was a huge problem, and I needed to I spent a lot of time just with other people. I spent a lot of time asking people in church, how do I do this. And it was when I found other Christian entrepreneurs that were Christian, specifically Christian entrepreneurs, it's when things started to just enlighten for me and my life became a lot easier. So, you know, guys, again, this brand, again, right now, you guys are probably watching this all by yourself, but I really just feel, guys, there's a need there needs to be a place for Christian entrepreneurs to come together, you know, because this world is very isolated. I know a lot of you guys probably that are watching this, maybe you do go to church, maybe you don't, you know. Again, I spoke to my wife, for example, and she said to me, like, very bluntly, why would someone pay to join this community, you know, if they could just go to like life group or, you know, and they can talk about all of these things. And I said to her, my babe, I'm going to be honest with you, like, okay, she is a little bit entrepreneurial, but I said to her, I wouldn't say that you are entirely the target market here, my babe. I would say, yes, she's Christian and she is kind of pursuing entrepreneurship, but it's a specific type of person, guys. It's people that are generally just wanting to be a part of something and they're feeling alone. You know, because this is a real problem, guys, for Christians. And I know it was for me, and that's what this community is about, is there's a lot of people that feel alone, bro. And there's a lot of people, specifically people that come from underprivileged families that maybe don't have someone to talk to about money, don't have someone to talk and have real conversations about, like, actually, how do I do this? What is the next big step? Because, guys, there's so many opportunities out there, and I'm so blessed to have been able to have conversations with literal billionaires at such a young age, and be able to have all of these things. I want to just see that this video is still on. Okay, it's still on. Because I know my space is running out. So I must maybe cut this video shortish just now. But yeah, guys, like I want to help, guys. And I want to, again, I know there's a lot of people and there's a lot of skepticism online these days. There's a lot of people that are wanting to basically sell courses and stuff like that. In our community, we do have courses on a whole bunch of stuff. Again, my job is to try and educate you guys on different things, different fields that you could get into so that you can actually maybe start earning. But my first priority is to just help you actually like have some understanding and have people that you can speak to, you know, and that's what I want to give in this community. And that's the sole focus of this. It's actually the foundation of this brand is literally just about bringing people together that don't know and don't have the strong foundation of God yet as entrepreneurs. And so, yeah, guys, a lot of people join. They think they're joining for the information, but they join for the community, and they stay subscribed. And we do weekly calls every single Sunday at the moment. We're doing a call, a reflection thing, but we also talk about some of the problems, the difficulties we face during the week. Real stuff, guys. Real conversations, not just let's make money. Real stuff, family things, like mindsets. Like there's so many things, guys, that I generally believe, I do believe that, again, we live in a very evil world and the devil is after specifically Christian people. So it's difficult, bro. And he tries to play games with us. And it's when we come together and we can actually have these conversations and we can talk about these things that we can overcome these problems. And so, yeah, guys, again, I'm just going to start sharing as much value. I need to educate the world on what I generally believe is right. Yeah, guys, getting rich, promise you, I would by no means say that I'm rich, like crazy rich, but I would say for this position that I was in, being able to sit in my own apartment here near the beach in Cape Town, I own a property, I've bought a nice car, I've made millions of rands, not dollars, but I have made millions of rands, growing my followers, doing brand deals, running different agencies, got all of these things that are just growing and building. yeah, again, I don't think life is just about that. I generally believe that it's about coming together and being able to actually figure out life together. So guys, if you guys have any questions, guys, like again, I want this page to be a place to answer all the questions. I'm going to share as much value on social media to help people that aren't yet maybe ready to test out this community, to maybe sign up, join. And yeah, again, we're going to get into products as well, because I understand that this community, it's not for everyone. Look, like I've thought about it as well. Like we're not necessarily catering towards people that aren't Christian, but like I've just given it a lot of thoughts, and it's like with this brand, like I don't mind saying no to people that aren't willing to search for God and they don't understand God's presence. I'm not going to say no to people that are, not Christian, but they are happy to learn and they're wanting to learn. Because again, I see this as an opportunity to help people that are lost become found, and even if you're Christian, if you're not Christian, if you generally want to take that chance and you want to have, again, it speaks about very much so in the Bible, having faith the size of a mustard seed, and you're wanting to become a part of something like this, you're wanting to grow, you're wanting to like actually try and do something differently in this world. Maybe you're very rich, like genuine talk, guys. I know some people, sorry guys, just checking again that the phone's still on. I know a lot of people, maybe you guys are very rich, maybe you guys have made a lot more money than I have, but you're actually feeling depressed and you're feeling sad. I'm telling you, that's a real problem, and this community is meant for you too. This is meant to be this. We are going to build this as very much so a luxury brand. We're going to get into self-care products. We're going to get into products that we generally believe that God would use, like Jesus himself on this earth. Like we want to be able to sell a product that God himself would actually use, and keep things very grounded, keep things very focused around God, and also just being very grounded in earth. Because again, as soon as you let money get to your head and you start idolizing it, that's when life is just like, actually, your life can become very, very depressing. Like it's a very real thing. So yeah, guys, again, I'm very excited for this journey. I'm going to document. I generally rate this. This is going to be something as well, if you guys are interested in social media. It's very much so something I believe that we should be pushing, that you guys should be pushing. So I'm pushing a lot of the people that are in the community to get on social media. The best opportunity right now, guys, like low key. It's changed my life. It's allowed me to grow so much faster. Like I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for me just picking up my phone and just starting to post. And you guys all have a phone because you're watching this right now, or maybe you don't, but you can go borrow someone's phone and make a couple of videos, post them, and then just say thank you. So yeah, guys, I think this is going to be a long journey. We're going to be documenting growing this page to hopefully not just this page, but this brand to a very huge amount. I want this to go international. Again, you can join. It's not limited. It's an online community. We're gonna do real in-person things. Like that's the goal. I'm literally trying to just chat to people in the community like as much as possible. Obviously I'm also very busy, but like yeah, we want to figure this out together. And yeah, guys, because it's possible to make money, bro. It doesn't have to be. Again, I'm not going to sell people this whole get rich quick scheme, because I feel like, look, a lot of the members in our community, they're actually starting to make some pretty decent money now, like low-key, life-changing money. But that's not what it's about. And so that's not the target market that I'm after. I'm after people with good hearts. I'm after people that actually are good people, and they are not selfish and they're not greedy. And I don't mean this in a rude way. I love all people, but I just can't stand people that are just so obsessed with money. If that's, and I feel like a lot of the time it's actually poorer people that actually are not wealthy, truly. I like that. Now that I think about it, because a lot of the people that I know that actually have a lot of money, they're actually very grounded people. So yeah, I don't know. But anyway, there are some people, anyway, that's a story for another day. Guys, drop a subscribe. I'm excited to grow this brand. This is going to be a whole journey. This is going to be a whole story. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty aesthetic brand. But at the moment, it's not going to be aesthetic because we're trying to find our roots. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out, baby.